Michael Mann's Ferrari, a film that kind of he's been planning for almost 20 years. It's set in 1957, a year in the life of Enzo Ferrari. Let's take a look at a clip where your character, Laura Ferrari, finds out the truth about Enzo's double life. Such a devastating moment. Playing Laura Ferrari, again, a real-life character, how are you respectful to her and her life and honouring that kind of without obviously impersonating what you can't because, you know, it's been so many decades. How did you get to know who she was through people she knew?
So I had to do a lot of research because there was not a lot of information written about her. And I was very lucky to go to Modena with Michael for a few weeks before shooting. He introduced me to people that knew her. I got to meet the family doctor who was very close to them, probably because they both were very strong hypochondriacs. Very similar, the two of them, in terms of their obsessions. Like, even with things I found out about her with the company that she really considered it was also her own, because she was one of the first investors in the company. When they had nothing, she sold something that was kind of expensive and she put it on the company. And Enzo never forgot those things. Even like that, didn't give her the place she deserved. A few times where they were in trouble, she did things where she contributed to save the company. At one point, she was able to totally destroy it, and she didn't. And she considered it also her own. But I didn't like that what I found out when I would ask to people in restaurants or in the street, did you meet Laura Ferrari? What can you tell me about her? And the people that knew her very well loved her, but people in the streets, they would say things that I didn't like, oh no, she was just a very difficult woman. She was just crazy. And I would tell them, do you know that she used to sleep with the tires during some races so that nobody would steal them or break them? No, that's impossible. She had no relation to Ferrari whatsoever. And did you know that she was one of the first investors? No, they just wanted to make less of her. I saw her apartment, the amount of sadness that I experienced when I was there with Michael, the wallpaper that she had chosen, like to hide that deep depression that she was living in for so many years. And she was a woman that had lost a child out of an illness, and that had also broken the relationship. And I saw that there was no compassion for her, probably because she was involved in the business and that was not welcome. It was, those years, very difficult for a woman to have a voice in a company like that. But I'm sorry, I feel it's still today the case in so many places around the world. I mean, it's just look around and you will find women living in the shadow of men. And I don't like when, it's always said, like in our profession, they ask us, it's great how much things have changed, because it is a lie. Things have not changed that much, maybe a little, not that much. So Michael and I were really discovering that all these amazing things about her were hidden. So it became like a personal thing for us to give her a voice, and I felt very honored that he chose me to give her that voice, because in a way it was also contributing to give it to any woman that would identify with that suppression, with that repression, with that way of living in this subterranean life, where what you do or what you say doesn't count, and which is still a big unfair problem. I don't think all the other things about equality and all of that is a reality, honestly. But